Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. So it's Tuesday night, and I always talk about something downsizing, decluttering. So does the amount of clutter in your parents' home scare you? If not, it should. If you're in the midst of decluttering or clearing out your parents' home, you're probably experiencing a roller coaster of complicated and very unexpected emotions about the mess that they might have left behind. So there's grief and anger, there's loss and resentment, there's guilt and obligation. And so in addition to dealing with not only the emotional loss of your loved ones, you're probably also dealing with that overwhelm of all the physical stuff that they left for you to manage and to deal with. And as you walk through many of the rooms, they're left almost the same way that they were before. So your dad's razor and shaving cream might be on the bathroom countertop. Their toothbrushes and half-used toothpaste are next to the sink. The kitchen cabinets are filled with those chipped coffee mugs that have been around for years and the mismatched glassware. But it all happened so suddenly. Your dad had a massive stroke and died in the hospital. Your mom fell, broke her hip, is in a nursing home, and can no longer live in that big house by herself. So the burden of that big clean out, that decluttering, dispersing, and disposing of a lifetime of possessions suddenly rests squarely on you and your siblings. Looking back, you kind of wish that you had talked to your parents about decluttering before all of this happened so suddenly. You wish that you had taken time to listen to their stories about those many family pieces that were meaningful to them. And you wish you had created a plan with them and also with your siblings to understand your parents' intentions and their wishes to whom they wanted things to go to. So if your parents have died or are now seriously ill, it's too late. You'll have to do all of that by yourself. But if your parents are still living in that big house, and if you get scared every single time you see all of that clutter, it's not too late. And so you still have time to talk to them, to ask them that if you can work with them to clear that clutter while there's still that opportunity. So don't wait, talk to them now. And did you know that millions of other adult kids will be tasked with that huge chore when their parents die over the next 10 years, needing to make those decisions about what to keep, what to gift, what to donate, what to sell, what to dispose of before they close the door on their parents' home for the last time. So American adult kids will inherit the biggest transfer of wealth in U.S. history. You've heard that. But they will also inherit the biggest amount of stuff in U.S. history because baby boomers have been a generation of consumers. They view their possessions as a measure of their success. But in addition to collecting not just their stuff, they also inherited stuff from their own parents when they died. But the younger generation is so different. For the most part, Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z don't want most of the parents' stuff because it's not their taste. They're choosing not to collect like their parents did, and they're preferring to live with less, and that means a lot less. That's why the amount of stuff in your parents' home right now should scare you, because you are likely the ones that are going to have to declutter it if they do pass on. And at the same time, as many of you have shared with me, and this is really quite interesting, that it serves as a wake-up call for you too, that if your own clutter scares you, take the time right now to look at your possessions, start decluttering your own stuff, so that when you're gone, your kids won't have to take care of this too. So starting now, talk to your parents, talk to your own kids about stuff that you and your parents want to pass on to that next generation. Let them know what your intentions are. Find out what your parents' intentions are for who they want certain things to go to. And tell them and ask them about the pieces that are meaningful to them. It's an opportunity to tell those stories that you haven't told before, or to ask your parents about stories that they haven't told you before. And then ask your siblings to get involved in the conversation with your parents. Discuss items that each of you would like to inherit, and those you have no interest in. So those conversations that you have right now will certainly help to prevent that family upset and maybe sibling rivalry that would go on after your mom and dad are gone. So together, create a plan about how to declutter, disperse, and dispense of all of the stuff. What to keep, what to sell, donate, dispose of. This helps prevent making decisions under stress and during emergencies and time of crises. And then also get your adult kids on board. So if you have time, if your parents are still living, take that time to address the clutter so that the clean out can take place over a period of time. And so that you have time to carefully weigh what's trash and what's treasure. And most importantly, embrace this time with your parents and with your own kids and your own siblings to let go of things that weigh you down so you can have more time to enjoy the precious moments. I hope this helps. Please comment, and if you have interest in more of this kind of content, go to my website, Rita Wilkins at ritawilkins.com. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I always look forward to getting new ideas for what to talk about during the coming months. Thanks. Have a good night.